Welcome to our Hong Kong brief program. Firstly, Hong Kong's professional football clubs are facing a financial crisis, with owners pouring millions into the teams with little return. The local Premier League is struggling with low attendance and minimal revenue from broadcasting rights and sponsorships, leading many clubs to rely heavily on their owners for financial support. Even Kitchi, the city's biggest club, is not immune to these challenges. Secondly, ETFs are experiencing a surge in popularity across Asia, with the region seeing the fastest growth globally. The total assets of ETFs in Asia-Pacific, excluding Japan, have reached a record $890 billion in the first 5 months of this year. This boom is reshaping the financial landscape, with projections indicating that Asia's ETF market could double in size by 2028. Lastly, Hong Kong-born conductor Elim has received rave reviews for her debut performance at the Hollywood Bowl. As the music director of the Antwerp Symphony, Chan's performances are being seen as a potential audition for the prestigious role of music director of the Los Angeles Philharmonic. Please stay tuned for more detailed coverage. South China Morning Post. Hong Kong's football clubs are facing a financial crisis, with their professional status barely masking the amateurish realities of their operations. The local Premier League has dwindled to 9 teams, struggling with poor attendance and minimal revenue despite multiple competitions. Ken Kin, owner of Kitchi, invests over 20 million Hong Kong dollars annually for the love of the game, not for profit, as the club draws modest crowds. The league's financial woes are compounded by poor player conditioning and lackluster performances, leading to exclusion from the prestigious AFC Champions League elite. The 2023-24 season saw a decline in spectators, reflecting the broader disinterest. Club owners like Frankie Yao of Eastern lament the unsustainable business model, with broadcasting rights, gate receipts, and sponsorships providing little financial relief. The HKFA's efforts to balance professional league development with public participation have been criticized, and club owners continue to pour millions into a seemingly bottomless pit, with no clear path to profitability or growth. South China Morning Post. Frederick Luck's journey from individual stocks to exchange-traded funds (ETFs) mirrors a growing trend among Asian investors seeking diversified, low-risk investment options. ETFs in Asia-Pacific, excluding Japan, have reached a record $890 billion in assets, with net inflows marking an unprecedented 35 consecutive months of growth. This surge is driven by both retail and institutional investors who appreciate the broad market exposure, lower costs, and transparency that ETFs offer. The inclusion of 91 ETFs in the cross-border trading link between Hong Kong and mainland China has further boosted their appeal. Major players like BlackRock, Vanguard, and State Street dominate the market, but local firms like CSOP Asset Management and Myri Asset Global Investments are also capitalizing on regional opportunities. The shift from mutual funds to ETFs is accelerating, with active ETFs combining the benefits of passive index tracking and active management. This evolution reflects the changing landscape of investment strategies, where ETFs are becoming the preferred choice for a diverse range of investors. South China Morning Post. Hong Kong-born conductor Elim captivated the audience at the Hollywood Bowl, making a memorable debut with the Los Angeles Philharmonic. Known for her dynamic conducting style, Chan brought a fresh and alluring interpretation to Rimsky-Korsakov's Scheherazade, showcasing the orchestra's virtuosity. Her journey from a Dudamel Fellow to music director of the Antwerp Symphony in Belgium has been marked by notable achievements, including a recent recording of Ravel's Daphnis and Chloe. Chan's Hollywood Bowl performance was seen as a potential audition for future leadership roles, amidst the LA Phil's ongoing search for a new music director. Her command of the orchestra, coupled with her expressive conducting, left a lasting impression, suggesting a promising future. The evening also featured a standout performance by violinist Augustine Heydlich in Prokofiev's Violin Concerto No. 2, further enhancing the concert's success. As Chan continues to gain visibility, her contributions to the classical music world are poised to grow, with upcoming high-profile engagements like the BBC Proms. South China Morning Post. Hong Kong is renowned for its eclectic and vibrant bar scene, which has garnered international acclaim, particularly through the achievements of establishments like COA. Jay Khan, the founder of COA, which has been crowned Asia's #1 bar for 3 consecutive years, emphasizes the city's rich bar culture that ranges from luxury hotel bars to dive bars and specialized concept bars. The upcoming Asia's 50 Best Bars Awards ceremony, to be held at the Rosewood Hong Kong, further underscores the city's prominence in the industry. Khan's dedication to quality and innovation has not only kept COA at the top but also led to the expansion into mainland China with COA Shanghai and the opening of the Savory Project in Hong Kong. The city's bar scene is set to become even more exciting with the arrival of Shingo Gokun, a globally celebrated mixologist, who will be opening his first bar in Hong Kong. Gokun's new venture, Gokun, aims to provide a multi-sensory experience that encapsulates the essence of his renowned bars in Tokyo and Shanghai. The Hong Kong Tourism Board is also playing a significant role by promoting the city's bar culture through events like the 50 Best Signature Sessions, which will feature collaborations between international bartenders and local bars. South China Morning Post. This weekend in Hong Kong promises a plethora of shopping experiences, from exclusive pop-ups to grand store openings. The Swiss sports brand On is launching its first flagship store in Central, showcasing its innovative cloudsole footwear and other athletic gear. Meanwhile, BTS fans can revel in the monochrome BTS pop-up store in Tsim Sha Tsui, offering a wide range of official merchandise and products related to RM's solo album. Additionally, the 100% Doraemon and Friends tour is set to captivate visitors with its extended exhibition featuring the beloved robot cat, exclusive collectibles, and a dazzling drone show. The Summerfest at Central Harbourfront event space offers a vibrant mix of arts, music, market stalls, and sports activities, including the return of the HK Camping Festival and the Fun Sports Gala. Finally, the Hong Kong Tourism Board's Summer Chill Hong Kong campaign is giving away 500,000 sets of transport, dining, and shopping coupons to overnight visitors, enhancing their shopping and sightseeing experience in the city. South China Morning Post. Urban researcher Samson Wong Yuhin invites people to slow down and rediscover Hong Kong through the art of strolling, particularly in the city's public housing estates. Hinghua Estate in Chai Wan, described as a city in the sky, is a marvel of architectural ingenuity with its network of walkways and skybridges connecting high-rise blocks perched on a hillside. Wong, an urban studies lecturer, highlights how these estates, housing nearly half of Hong Kong's population, offer a unique glimpse into the city's urban fabric. The estate features wide walkways, public spaces, playgrounds, and communal areas that foster a sense of community among residents. Wong's walking tours encourage locals to explore these spaces, revealing the evolution of architectural styles and the changing needs of the population. Iconic estates like Choi Hung Estate and Nam Shan Estate have become popular tourist spots, yet Wong hopes people will delve deeper, appreciating the unseen and the unique qualities of these urban environments. Through immersive strolling, one can truly understand and connect with the essence of Hong Kong's public housing estates. Nikkei Asia reports that the growth of China's millionaire population is projected to lag behind regional peers between 2023 and 2028, with an estimated 6.5 million people holding assets worth over $1 million by 2028. This represents an 8% increase from 6 million at the end of 2023, trailing only the US, which is expected to have 25.4 million millionaires by 2028. In contrast, Taiwan and Indonesia are set to see much higher growth rates of 47% and 32%, respectively. Factors contributing to China's slower growth include a declining population and active wealth migration, with many Chinese millionaires spreading their wealth across the Asia-Pacific region, benefiting places like Singapore. Despite Western sanctions, Russia is projected to see a 21% increase in millionaires by 2028, supported by commodity prices and continued exports. The South China Morning Post details the expulsion of Hong Kong swimmer Michael Chuk Ming Ho from the city's representative team due to multiple disciplinary breaches, including unexcused absences and a bad attitude. Head coach Chen Jianhong revealed screenshots of Chuk's apologies, verifying the swimmer's acknowledgement of his mistakes. Chuk admitted to an incident in July 2023 when he went out for coffee with a girl without informing his coach, but claimed ignorance of the specific rules he broke during the Asian Games. The Hong Kong Sports Institute cited 3 offences leading to Chuk's dismissal, including poor training performance and multiple violations. Another coach, Zhang Diyong, emphasized the importance of taking responsibility for one's actions, while Chuk highlighted the pressure he faced to participate in numerous competitions. In another article from the South China Morning Post, Christopher Cowell's book Form Follows Fever explores how disease, particularly malaria, influenced the early development of Hong Kong as a British colony. The book, titled as a nod to architect Louis Sullivan's famous dictum Form Follows Function, examines the impact of what was known as Hong Kong fever or Baroque fever in the 1840s. Cowell describes how the environment and health crises shaped urban planning and construction, with British troops and settlers facing significant challenges due to illness. The book highlights the uncertainty and hurried efforts of the early colonial period, including the political and environmental factors that affected the settlement. Cowell's research integrates history and urban design, offering a critical perspective on colonialism and the foundational struggles of Hong Kong. South China Morning Post. Brandon Lee, son of the legendary Bruce Lee, burst onto the scene with his role in The Crow, 1994, a gothic thriller where he played Eric Draven, a musician resurrected to avenge his and his girlfriend's deaths. This film, directed by Alex Proyas and based on James O'Barr's comic books, was Lee's chance to step out of his father's shadow, showcasing his acting prowess and physicality. Lee dedicated himself to the role, even going so far as to lose weight, learn guitar, and endure icy conditions for a key scene. Tragically, Lee was killed on set due to a firearms malfunction, a mishap reminiscent of the incident that took Helena Hutchins' life on the Rust set. The film was completed using digital effects and a stunt double, Chad Stahelski. Lee's career, though brief, included notable films like Legacy of Rage, 1986, and Rapid Fire, 1992, where he demonstrated both his martial arts skills and acting potential. His untimely death at 28 cut short what could have been a stellar career, leaving behind a legacy intertwined with his father's. Australian Broadcasting Corporation. In Australia, property ownership has become a pivotal factor in determining wealth, creating a stark divide between those who own real estate and those who don't. Over 4 decades, skyrocketing housing prices have made Australians some of the wealthiest globally but have also resulted in record-breaking household debt and significant intergenerational wealth inequality. The Reserve Bank of Australia, RBA, has had to navigate this landscape carefully, as rising property values influence consumer spending and, consequently, inflation. Australia's flexible mortgage rates mean that interest rate changes have a more immediate and substantial impact on household budgets compared to other countries. Despite the RBA's efforts to control inflation, the property market's dynamics, including soaring prices and household debt, continue to challenge their strategies. As housing affordability becomes increasingly strained, younger generations face immense financial pressure, while older property owners benefit from the wealth effect, further complicating the economic landscape. South China Morning Post. the United States announced it would continue to deny visas to Chinese officials over human rights abuses in Xinjiang, Tibet, and other regions, despite improving relations between the two nations. The State Department did not specify the individuals affected but emphasized the ongoing repression of marginalized religious and ethnic communities in China. State Department spokesman Matthew Miller highlighted China's failure to uphold human rights, citing the genocide in Xinjiang, the erosion of freedoms in Hong Kong, and abuses in Tibet. The U.S. aims to hold Chinese officials accountable for these actions, urging China to accept UN recommendations and release arbitrarily detained citizens. Under President Joe Biden, the U.S. has maintained pressure on China through visa restrictions and technology export controls while also seeking dialogue to manage tensions. The accusation of genocide in Xinjiang, involving vast detention camps for Uyghur Muslims, remains a contentious point, vehemently denied by Beijing. South China Morning Post. Hong Kong and Guangdong have inked 6 cooperation agreements aimed at enhancing integration within the Greater Bay Area. This monumental signing took place in Guangzhou, witnessed by Hong Kong Chief Executive John Lee Ka-chiu and Guangdong Governor Wang Weizhong, who emphasized the mutual benefits and win-win results expected from this collaboration. The agreements cover a broad spectrum, including food safety, pension insurance exemptions for Hong Kong residents, agricultural technology, and healthcare cooperation. Additionally, the focus is on fostering innovation and technology, easing cross-border flows, and promoting Hong Kong's Northern Metropolis project. This initiative aligns with Beijing's vision of transforming the Greater Bay Area into an economic powerhouse akin to Silicon Valley by 2035. The conference, themed Taking Forward the High-Quality Development of Hong Kong-Guangdong Cooperation, was initially scheduled for June 27 but postponed without explanation. John Lee highlighted Hong Kong's completion of its constitutional duty to introduce a domestic national security law and stressed the optimal timing for economic development, leveraging Beijing's support to contribute to China's global technological ambitions. South China Morning Post. Hong Kong authorities are ramping up efforts to ensure public housing applicants do not own properties in mainland China, with spot checks being introduced to crack down on system abuse. Housing Director Rosanna Law Shuk Pui announced this measure, which is part of a broader crackdown on affluent residents exploiting the system. The government aims to streamline access to mainland property information to verify the assets of public rental housing tenants. This move follows last year's regulations requiring all tenants to declare income and assets biennially, a response to the scandal involving Kwang Kao, who owned a luxury home while residing in subsidized housing. The government has already repossessed hundreds of flats from tenants who failed to declare their assets properly. Additionally, Macau and mainland authorities confirmed that 9 Hong Kong public housing tenants owned properties outside the city, leading to further repossessions. Law urged young people not to rely on public housing or compromise their career aspirations to qualify for rental homes, advocating for upward social mobility instead of the lying flat mentality. Associated Press. The fencing competition at the Paris Olympics promises to be a thrilling spectacle with several compelling storylines and athletes to watch. Ukrainian fencer Olga Karlin, who faced disqualification last year for refusing to shake hands with a Russian opponent, has been granted a spot in Paris by the International Olympic Committee. The United States will be represented by fencing power couple Lee Kiefer, the reigning women's foil gold medalist, and Garek Meinhardt, a 2-time bronze medalist in men's team foil. Hungarian fencer Aaron Shalagi is aiming for an unprecedented 4th gold in men's sabre, having won in London, Rio, and Tokyo. The absence of Russian fencers, who won 3 golds in Tokyo but failed to qualify for Paris due to IOC sanctions, could significantly impact the medal standings. Fencing, known for its fast-paced and often controversial bouts, will be closely watched, especially in sabre events where split-second decisions by referees can be contentious. The competition runs from July 27 to August 4, with daily finals, and will feature reigning champions from various categories, including Hong Kong's Chung Ka Long and the United States' Li Kiefer. Thank you for tuning in. The content above showcases the latest briefing reports and analytical synopses, thoughtfully curated by the 6Do team. These insights stem from a wide array of reputable media outlets, think tanks, government sources, and specialized experts worldwide. We encourage you to explore these sources for a comprehensive perspective. Keep in mind that while the content may not always align with the official standpoint of 6Do Brief, it's not meant to be taken as absolute directives for decision-making. Comprising seasoned media professionals, learned scholars, and accomplished scientists, the 6Do team embodies a trailblazing, fully independent media entity. To customize 6Do Brief to meet your professional needs, you have the option to subscribe to a diverse array of briefings on our website, 6dobrief.com. Regardless of your location, you can conveniently receive 6Do Brief via email.
Got a book so big and bright, open it and take a flight. Learn about the stars and see, everything is here for me. Flip the pages one by one, knowledge under the sun. From dinosaurs to galaxies, a world of endless mysteries. Encyclopedia, yay! Facts and fun all day. From A to Z, let's see. Curious minds run free. Jump into the pages deep, secrets that you want to keep. Time will fly and you will find magic lies in every line. Animals and history, science full of mystery. Gotta read and gotta know, watch our minds all start to grow. Encyclopedia, yay! Facts and fun all day. From A to Z, let's see. Curious minds run free, yeah. Jump into the pages deep, secrets that you want to keep. Time will fly and you will find magic lies in every line. To run free line, every line's run Animals and history, science full of mystery.